Hello, beautiful Gemini, and welcome to your bonus general tarot guidance for the second half of August with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. I'm pointing the wrong way. Tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, get your feet up. Let's have a look what's going on for my Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching for the second half of August-ish, okay? All right, let's bring the camera down and let's see what's going on. All right, so you've already had general guidance for the month and money and career and love and connections. I'll link all of those at the end. You just click on the link and it'll take you to those. It's the full playlist, so it's not necessarily just for Gemini. It's all 12, okay? All righty, for Gemini, what else do you want to share with Gemini for this month? Now, of course, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde, but we're still in that shadow period, Gemini, so keep vigilant. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. What do we have to share? All right, so we've got that Five of Wands, competition, arguments with the Knight of Wands. We're taking action. We've got the Five of Cups. So something's upset you, but okay. We've got the Tower. We've got the, look at all these wands, all this fire energy. Even though that's cups, we've got a lot of energy here. Happy days. We've got the Justice card coming out. Page of Coins, the Two of Cups, and the World. Well, I'm happy to see that at the end, and I'm happy to see the Justice card, because Gemini, this is telling me this has not been an easy time for you. I'm a Gemini moon, and I've really felt this Mercury retrograde. You know, I always feel I'm double Mercury as a Virgo, but, you know, it has been a bit intense, this one, hasn't it? And the full moon that we had last week, that was a bit intense as well. So quite intense energy here. All right, let's find out some more. Let me get you one of these. These are the everyday spirit guide affirmations for Gemini, second half of August, please. What's the most appropriate message for them? Happiness. Yay. Good times ahead. Let's all cheer. 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip, hooray. Okay. Happiness. Good times ahead. You deserve to be happy. Let me get it to focus. There we go. Happiness surrounds you. Right. Important for us to get into that energy, especially if you've been having a bit of a challenging time, which the cards would suggest you have. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Another message. This is the wisdom of the oracle. Tell me about my Geminis. That one. Chaos and conflict. It's all been going on. But the good news is, you might, if you're still here, you might have clicked off by now going, oh God. It's coming to an end and we're coming into justice. All right. So it's going to square itself off. It's going to right itself. We're going to go through it. So panicky not, my beautiful people. Tell me more about this situation for my Geminis. Cornucopia. Oh, that's abundance. That's beautiful. So you're coming out the other side of this. All right. Okay. Let's talk. Come closer. Right. Battle weary soldier. 9 of Wands in the center of your reading. Who or what has been exhausting you? Really hard work, you know. Oh my God, you know, can I actually push through? This is a card of resilience. Don't give up. Keep going. Right, we've got to push through this chaos, this conflict. I mean, that's what these two are on. So we've got a sort of double message here that there has been some chaos and or conflict that has come up to a head. Right, so whether it's Mercury retrograde has brought this around for you to kind of smack you in the face with and go, Gemini, pay attention, we need to sort this out, or whether it is, you know, nothing to do with Mercury retrograde and everything to do with that full moon, but there has been some challenges for you, hasn't there, my beautiful people? So this could be in any area of life. This could be with your health and well-being, with your relationships, with your money, with your home, with your neighbours, your neighbourhood, whatever it is. That 5 of Wands, conflict, competition, chaos, argy-bargy, people arguing with you, you know, battling. It's exhaustive energy. And that's why in the centre of the reading, that 9 of Wands, he's sitting on the step and kind of, just give me a minute, And then I'll get back up and I'll carry on climbing up those stairs to the 10 of Wands and bring this to a close. Now the world is a major completion. So this is going to end, whatever this situation is for you. Now, because you've got justice here, I know I'm darting all over the place. It's the way I read, okay? So justice, balance, legal matters. Perhaps for some of you, you've been going through a divorce, or you're suing somebody, or somebody's suing you. It's all going to right itself, and it's all going to come to an end. So, right, let's look at it then. So, battle, the tower, something's come crashing down, something's come crashing in. I've got to face this, I've got to deal with it. I'm going to have to put on my big girl pants or my big boy pants, and I'm going to have to face this, and I'm going to have to take some action. Right, so one of the things I want to look at, because every cloud has got a silver lining in there somewhere, if we can find it, and that's the challenge, isn't it? Can we find it? And you can, but you have to choose it. That's why we've got the happiness card here, right? That this is happening for me, not to me. Very easy to go into the victim, woe is me energy when we've got this kind of stuff going on. But I want you to say, this is happening for me, not to me. And while I'm in it, I've just got to find that grit, that resilience to push on through, and to find some action and energy within me to say, I am dealing with this. It's not easy. We've got the 5 of Cups, the card of tears and upset and regrets, and oh, that was so awful. This is my let's have a pity party, let's have a good cry, let's cry it all out, and then let's pick ourselves back up, get back up, and carry on up those stairs to that justice, which is there. We've just got to find it. So, chaos and conflict. Now, the Page of Coins is the opportunities opening up to create stability and financial security. So through this chaos, we're going to find our way through. So the pages are messages. It's like, what's the message in this for me? Let's say that this is about work. I can't recall what I said in your money and career reading, but have a look at that if you feel drawn to. Let's say that somebody is giving you a hard time at work, whether it's a colleague or a boss, or it's just a nightmare to get there, or the customers you deal with are just a problem. Then it's coming to a head. That's the Tower, bringing everything to a head. That pushes you to then say, that's it, I'm looking for another job. And then, although it's horrible, and it is horrible, it came to a head so that you find the strength and resilience within you to say, I'm looking for other opportunities and I'm going to apply for another job. And in hindsight, the benefit of hindsight, you know, a few months down the road, you'll say, you know, that was the best thing that happened. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, and it got me the hell out of Dodge. And I'm so glad I left, even though it caused some tears and upset at the time. It led me to where I am now. And that can be the sort of thing where, you know, you have a friendship or a relationship that is just battle, battle, battle until it breaks and you say, you know what, we're done. I want a divorce. And if this is friendship, we're not friends anymore. Don't contact me again. Ban, block, we're done. You know, it's like I'm bringing my world into balance. And in hindsight, you will look back, I promise you. All right, I promise you. You have to wait till you get there, and this is where trust plays a big part. When you come out the other side of this, you'll say, I'm so glad that I found out about that thing, or I'm so glad that, you know, that person that been giving me such a hard time for so long, just suddenly I just snapped and went, that's it, I quit. Because I'm now in my dream job, or I'm now in my fantastic relationship. In fact, I wish I'd done it sooner. You know, we tend to do that, don't we? Right? But while we're going through it, it's not easy to keep focused on this is going to help me in some way. All right, we're in that, like, this is just survival mode. Okay, but those opportunities are going to present themselves for you to move into greater happiness and for you to move into greater abundance. So this is happening for you, not to you. Okay, so we're going to take some action. We're not going to be, okay, thanks, listening to what they're saying. Don't allow yourself to be bullied and pushed down anymore. You're stepping into your power. That's the thing with the Knight of Wands, all right? He's powerful, he's dynamic, he's determined, and he's like, right, I'm bringing this to a close. I'm not having this anymore. I'm going to wrap this up. Because why? Because I love myself enough to do it. We've got the Two of Cups. I love myself enough to stand up to these people and not allow this to happen anymore. I love myself enough to find a job that I can enjoy, whatever it is for you. This could also represent the relationship that's crashed, okay? That Two of Cups can be love and marriage. But love and friendship doesn't have to just be romantic, does it? But this is predominantly, I love myself enough, and I'm going to have a good cry, and then I'm going to move myself into a space of justice and karma and rewards, and it all coming into balance. And this situation is going to end. Now, for some of you, this can have been going on for a long time. And because we've got Mercury retrograde and you're Gemini, Mercury led, then this might have, okay, thanks. It might have been that you thought this was done and it's reared itself back up again. It's like, how is this coming back again? I thought this was complete. But this gives you the opportunity, as Mercury retrograde always does, that anything that needs to be revisited, anything that's incomplete, we have the opportunity to finish it off and complete it before we move on to the next phase. Because come September, we've got the eclipse energy, all right? And it's a whole different energy. So this is just bringing everything to a head, anything that's unresolved, anything that's been percolating under the surface, under the system as well, they're giving me, is all coming up to be reckoned. It's Judgment Day, is what it feels like, for your benefit. And this is the bit I want you to hold on to, Gemini, that this is for your benefit. Even though it may not feel like it, especially when we're in that Five of Cups and having a good cry. And go and have a cry, all right? I'm a huge advocate for letting those emotions out. If it's anger, go and punch your pillow, your cushion. Don't punch a person or a wall or yourself, but get it out. Have a good cry, have a good rant and rave, let it all out your system, and then go, right, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about bringing justice to this situation? What am I going to do to bring this to a close? Because it wants to come to a close. Okay? Cornucopia is waiting for you. Number 11, master number. All right, let me just get it to focus. Thank you. Okay, all that fruit represents the fruits of your labor, represents the good stuff in life, wanting to come your way. On the other side of this chaos and conflict is your happiness, is your cornucopia. So battle on through, my Geminis. You've got this, you can do it. Let's see what the angels want to add for you. Final message for Gemini, please, for end of August. The eternal light of love. So we've got that Two of Cups, which is love, and now we have the angels saying, focus on the eternal light of love. Okay, look at that sword. He's holding that sword, which is a sword of strength, the sword of truth, holding it aloft above his head in his angelic energy, pointing straight up at the throat chakra and out through the third eye. I am trusting my truth. I am stepping into my heart. That's why the heart is all lit up here. Okay, what would love say? What would love do? I love myself enough to allow all that doesn't serve me to fall and collapse so I can step into my eternal light of my own internal love and my happiness and abundance. All right. So Gemini, quite an intense message. I hope it was helpful. If it was, do me a favour, like, share, subscribe. And those of you that do, thank you. You don't have to do any of that, just watching is enough. But those of you that do, it helps me more than you know. And those of you who support me financially with super thanks and super chats and paid membership, it makes a huge difference. And I'm so appreciative and thankful. So thank you very much. I will be back on Friday with a collective message. In the meantime, I'm going to pop up here the other playlists for you to check out. And you might want to go back to look at your money and career again if this is a work situation, or look at the loving connections if this is about a personal relationship. And I will see you soon. You take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.